Welcome to Christ Commanded's Service to Society. We're a nonprofit church here in Las Vegas, Nevada, centered in Las Vegas, Nevada, but we run nationwide. We're today doing the 501c3 nonprofit help. If this is the first thing that you came up on YouTube, you're just about into my time zone. If it's a little different, then maybe it's later on into the future. First and foremost, it's a very important thing to understand what you're about to endeavor into. With these types of businesses and corporations, it requires 90% of your time and effort and energy. And in most cases, if you're not driven from the heart and from the start, then it's not going to work out. And by no means I'm trying to discourage you. So these people here are all really good things to choose from, places to choose from. I think that you should definitely look into most of these places here. I'm not trying to tell you to do any of this other than investigate yourself and break down things, get an idea of exactly what is going on. Make sure that you do your investigation and give yourself a chance to take the time to get comfortable with every decision that you're going to make, because these are very likely to be decisions that form your future for the rest of your life. And if you make sure that your foundation is nice and strong and your understand the situation that you're in and the responsibilities that you have, then your journey will be happiness that comes with being able to release yourself of burdens like these types of burdens that world changers have, in just thinking of what you want to do and seeing things that are wrong in the world and coming up with a better idea for it. And it's honestly one thing to pick up a flag. It's another thing to pick up a sign, and another thing to pick up a gun. And what Christ Commanded says is that we can only pick up love. So what I can do for you is help you to understand the process of the meek. So instead of being a violent or angry or hateful existence, you can pick up the pen and be a much more efficient weapon in the war that we all have with the way things should be. We should, always try to be fighting towards making life for everyone better. So a part of that is to perfect your ideas, to put them on paper. Start out with making sure that you have a business plan and a total platform. Understand what a bylaw is, and then learn how to create your own. You're going to have a constitution, and you're going to have to understand things like setting up your own declarations, proclamations, and principles, and code of conduct. And you'll have to set up your own creed and your own business plan and your own business motto and the future of how you plan on doing things. And one of the most important things is you have to be the one who's looking up all of the new laws. They are not going to come and tell you. You can shoot to the stars, though, if you'd like. You can take and then get your Duns and Bradstreet number with the SAMS registration and file for federal contracting, so that you can join Christ Commanded in the ventures that are happening in all over the world and beyond. Actually, we're actually going into space, and we're taking volunteers who will join with us to go and be the chapels and the pastors. Because from here on out, if you're interested, then you really are a world changer. And congratulations. And to get a proper start, Independent Christian Churches International. It's actually pretty easy to get all the paperwork going, to write your constitution and do your bylaws and set up your business plan and put all that stuff together on how you're planning on doing it and what you're going to task your corporation with. All reality, the paperwork part's not the hardest part. There are other huge time consumers that are going to be involved, like things like the Google grant, which is a $10,000 a month grant for nonprofits. Something that is rather easy to apply and gain, but you still have to literally get a doctorate to learn how to use it properly. And unfortunately, most of the people out there, if you're going to choose to pay someone to do it, you're going to be paying a lot of money for the very minimum of effort, because it actually isn't all that difficult once you just take the time. It's probably going to take a few months, maybe even 6 to 8 if you're slow like myself, but you will learn the way to do things and the way to do it right. And just remember to stay in compliance as much as you possibly can. And if you have found a company that you can trust that is not going to be overpriced and still continue to willing to manage your Google Ads grant for you, please go along that route, because like I said, it is very time consuming to do this, and it is worth the money it takes to spend somebody. And also remember that even with a nonprofit, you have to have money coming in. You have to make sure that you have the funding available. You have to make sure that your board is representative of the communities in which you're going to serve. And it really does make you feel good about being an American. Not every country will allow you to be this type of free.
So take advantage, and while you're at it, remember to donate to our organization for these types of tree planting processes, drone mobilization, where we take disadvantaged people and we teach them things like this right here, replanting areas that have been burned or destroyed in some way. With our native drone reseeding program, we take an marketable skill and utilize it today. We've all been sitting behind video games anyways. We might as well be able to make them look like this, make places look like this all over the world in beautiful ways, so that people can enjoy the gift of our Lord. Thank you so very much for your time and your effort. We do appreciate all that you do. Remember to open your doors and open your hearts to the people who have been affected by this terrible pandemic. God bless you, your family, and all those that you know, from Christ commanded. Have a great day.